Yeah, but you don't build Chempunk for CDR. You build it for. I mean, Jesus Christ, Black Cleaver has more haste, man. It's fine. It's fine. All right, it's fine. It's fine. Hello, Elite. How are you? My title says that I'm flying, but I'm sitting down. This is true. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Wysick made me single-handedly lose my voice. Wysick was why I was not here for the first best of 5. Okay. Like, let's be honest, okay? He's look, I was a professional caster for 3 years, but his gameplay definitely blew out my vocal cords.
Never
like,
look back.
I fucking couldn't, man. Oh my god. Oh shit. Alright, we got Malphite, and we got Ari coming in here. Okay, we got Malphite, we got Ari getting banned away. Dude, dude is getting 5 target bans. What is going on? Oh my god. Final bow, first bow 5 was a stomp. Inspired could not 1v9 with Arquel. Oh my god. Inspired. Oh my god. Oh shit. All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna. Jet fuel can't melt steel beams. Thank you for 100 gifted subs. I didn't see this until now. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. Okay, I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, they lose 0-3. Okay. Well, I mean, are they eliminated? Oh, Inspired's team's eliminated. Right. Okay. All right. Guys, okay, here we go. All right, I'm gonna go into caster mode. Okay, hopefully I do not lose my voice by the end of this series. You guys can probably hear that it is a little bit hoarse. Okay, so the Swain pick is really good here into the Nautilus, and now there's Cassante, and I think Drutu does not actually know what to do in this spot. He might actually KO and just try to 1v9 that way. I think that might be what he's thinking. He might just try to get Kale online and then 1v9 that way, but I don't think that's a good enough option because I think that they have enough approach. I don't think let me think. Is there any better option at this point? The Nautilus really sabotages the draft here. The Nautilus on R4 really sets them up for failure because they have this Ezreal Yuumi. They have this really off-theme vibe with Ezreal Yuumi too. The Ezreal Yuumi is winning against Zeri Nami, don't get me wrong. The opening of the Ezreal and the Yuumi is really good because it theme counters Zeri and Nami. And then the follow-up to all of this is just really, it devolves into now favoring blue side. So I think that this is probably going to be a blue side win. We'll see what ends up happening here. We'll take a gander. But I do feel like it seems like Team Lewis is gonna end up advancing. Oh man. Oh, is Joe here? Oh, Joe is here. Okay, Joe is here. Oh. Oh, are you here? You wanna do? Okay. Let me make sure that my cam is in okay position. Okay, hopefully my voice does not die. Okay. All right. Mozami remake? Wait, they're saying remake. I can understand that. Koledzi. I don't know what that means. What is this? What are they saying? What are they saying? That's fine. That's fine. Try to. It's too funny. game. So you have Wukong, who's gonna have Sunder. You have Gragas, who has his passive. You have Milio, who has, I mean, I guess he has his W, etc., right? But if Victor's the only AP, you can't assume that they're gonna have any magic resistance. So I assume if you're solo Victor there, you go Liandry Seraphs and then Morello, because Morello comes with flat M-Pen, and then the Liandry plus Morello combo as the debuff in the fights, Victor's going to be able to AoE it onto all those members, which means Milio's healing's reduced, Wukong Sunderer loses value, Gragas loses value. Yeah. Thoughts about the whole tournament so far? It's fun. It's also the first tournament on 1310, so... Okay. Hi, McGreedy. Oh! Wait. I gotta restart client. I have a client issue, guys. I have a client issue. Hold on, guys. I have a client issue. Classic, okay. It's a classic. Video mode. 2-1. Should be true. Oh, wait. So we're in the game. All right. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on here? Why are we zooming on?
It's a goddamn blind pick draft in the last 10 seconds.
All right, all right, all right. We're in the game. We're in the game. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, I did... No. It's not another fucking remake. They're leaving the game. Joe, tell me it's not another remake, Joe.
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner has disconnected.
Okay. Joe?
A summoner has disconnected. A summoner
Joe?
has disconnected. A summoner has disconnected.
Dude, you asked me to get on
Joe,
the
you
PC
there?
in like fucking 2 seconds. I have other things to do at the same time. Dude, you asked me to get on the PC in like fucking 2 seconds. I have other things to do at the same time.
Okay. I love you, Joe. Wait, why do their lobbies keep breaking? Do you know what's going on? Let me ask her too. I'll ask her too. Why do the games keep breaking? I think this is all actually psychological warfare. Guys, we know about the Fnatic pause tactic. This is actually the Team VYS remake tactic. This is exactly what this is exactly what's going on here. Dude, how are there no post-game threads on the League subreddit about this tournament? This tournament actually has like... This tournament's total viewership is almost more than LCS. What is going on? Wait, wait, what's going on here? Clean times, obviously. Oh, Twitch chat, what's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Trimby didn't have a say in whether or not he was going to be released from Koi. And then apparently Reckless was actually considered over Advien, but Reckless wasn't able to stay on Fnatic. And they kept Advien. Like, that's so weird. That's so weird. I don't even get it. Okay, anyways. All right, moving forward. We're in the game. Drew to start with D-Blade here in lethal tempo against Cassante. Wysek with the green smite this game, I do think is correct. Ezreal, very bizarre. Ezreal has D-Blade in bot lane. And I mean, that makes no sense whatsoever to have D-Blade in this lane. You're Ezreal Yuumi, and you should just be wanting to power into your item. I don't understand at all why you would ever want D-Blade. There's no threat that you can somehow get all in at like level 2 and die in this matchup. Really, really, really bizarre. The Conqueror, I do think, is correct because of the sustained fights that Ezreal is going to be taking part in. And okay. Everything else, I think, checks out as pretty standard. This is the second time, at least that I've been seeing, the Swain. This is the second Swain game that we are seeing here today. Or, well, in general. Very, very good to see it into the Nautilus. Now, I did end up missing the previous games. I do know that Lewis apparently picked Syndra. And I guess Drew Toot's team had a Victor or something like that. But Lewis said on Twitter yesterday that they were only going to have Sinner champions. But so far, he has only, holy champions. All right. Nautilus just trying to shove in here. Do whatever he can. Ezreal, Yuumi definitely taking a bit of damage. And you can see the dynamic of this lane. It's not that they can get all in and died. It's that they get poked and they get harassed. They get whittled down. So it's very surprising that they don't have the Longsword 3 red pot or even just the call with a potion, because that would end up providing more sustain than the D-Blade. This is a very peculiar start here for the Ezreal and the Yuumi. Also, important to note, there is no Ignite on the side of VYS for the Swain. So it's going to be very important that someone gets Grievous Wounds in this game. And unfortunately, it's probably going to have to be Wysick. Actually, no. Realistically, it's probably Nautilus. Nautilus getting Oblivion Orb would probably make the most sense, because I think that he can apply it AoE in the fight with his Riptide. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. Nautilus with Riptide, I think, is probably the best applier on this team. Thanks, Joe. Joe, I love you. I just want you to know that. All right. Just like my parents, he just ignored me. It's fine. Okay, so Wysick is now going to end up getting the Scuttle Crab left-hand side. He's going to be 24 farm. The Viego, the Vape Nash, a little bit faster than Wysick. This is just the dynamic of the matchup. Drew 2 actually getting shoved in by Cassante. Be a little bit careful here. Wysick is going to get checked out there by the Cassante. Drew 2 down 6 CS, but the wave state is actually somewhat okay. I feel like Kakos actually makes a blunder here. This is a cannon wave, and he elected to try to get intel on the Vi. Intel that they didn't need in order to get the kill. Oh, the bubble ends up landing onto the Ezreal. They're looking for lethal, and they will, or not the Ezreal, the Yuumi, and they will get the lethal on the Yuumi. Deathless now. He is running for the hills. Viego making his way down towards the bot side. Ezreal going to place the ward into the bush. Viego going to go into the mist. And oh my lord, he is twink hunting right now. Oh my lord, it's about to be the Poland sus remix. Oh my lord. Teleport now coming in from Nautilus, and that will be enough to repel the dive attempt. But that is going to be really harmful. But wait a second, Wysick is going to miss the Q. Does get the slow there on the Yuumi, as Varian does not have the flash available. Wysick will flash the bubble from the Nami. Can he land the Q? He will. And Wysick, the absolute king of the jungle, Poland's future hope when Jankos retires, the absolute phenom from Poland, the build path extraordinaire himself, picking up a kill here for Team VYS. Amazing. We just take a look at how this all transpires. Yuumi, again, gets hit by the bubble. Ezreal spots it out, sniffs that obviously Viego can be coming down to bottom. Lewis not in position to cancel as Swain. And so Nautilus able to get that teleport off. Wysick able to flash the bubble there. And so Varian does get brought down. And they managed to avoid what was, looking like a pretty disastrous situation. So now, coming off the reset, Ezreal has the Sheen, has the tier. Drew 2 in a pretty okay position. He still has his teleport available. Hextech Dragon picked up first. Looks like Abyssal Mask going to be the first item for the Nautilus. Sheen already picked up there for the Vi. Varian, he's going for the Blade of the Ruin King. Gonna have it on this reset. He will end up at level 6. This is going to grant him the ranged mode of Kayle. Drew Toot, the self-proclaimed best Kayle in Europe, better than Nemesis. We'll see if he can manage to actually 1v9 later on in the game. Okay, Deathless is going to manage to kill Yuumi. And that is a very good situation here for Team VYS. Or, Deathless is going to manage to kill Nami, not Yuumi. With Yuumi. Yuumi is going to manage to block the Zeri Bolt. Oh my lord. Okay, Wysik now coming in here. Can he land the chain? He does, but Swain, very tanky. They do not have the damage to kill him. I don't know what they're doing. They are really underestimating Swain's tankiness. And this is one of the things that I think happens when you don't play against Swain enough and you just don't really get how much damage he does and how durable Swain down, especially not when he gets that R off and he enters that drain tank form. He just spreads his wings and then he just creams all over them and it's just everywhere and it's just messy and there's just no one to clean it up and it's terrible. Anyways, 300 gold lead right now for Team KSK, but definitely VYS are still in a pretty okay spot. The Ezreal has stabilized in the bot side. And it does look like Wysik will pick up the Executioners, but now he's diverted his build path. He opened with Sheen, and now he's pivoted into building what is likely just going to be Chempunk. And again, I think that it should have just been Nautilus building the Oblivion Orb, because he can apply it in an AoE setting in the team fights with the Titan's Wrath. Or Riptide. And at least in that way, it's AoE. Vi is always just going to be single target. All right, nice exhaust. Ezreal landing a lot of abilities, not quite enough. As True Shot Barrage not going to be enough. You end up getting the kill there. Wysik trying to come down and look for the Zeri, but the Zeri did correctly run all the way back to her tier 2 turret. And okay. Well, it looks like Swain just going to push in the mid lane. As Drew Toot, he is down a little bit in the CS department. Does have that call, though. It will eventually complete. Not the end of the world. Looks like he's down -9 at the very end of the day. 300 gold deficit. And what we're really looking at is the Infernal Dragon, which is going to be coming up in a minute here. That team fight should end up actually favoring, I think, VYS. All things considered, Swain shouldn't have... I mean, the Rod of Ages, even if he manages to actually have it, it's only going to be at 1 stack. I don't think it's going to be more valuable than the base of Nautilus in that fight. And I think the Zeri, with the call, she's not going to be able to complete it in time. You can see the 13 stacks remaining on it, so she's going to need 2 minion waves. Because you get the... Oh, actually, no. Well, yes, she's going to need 2 minion waves to end up completing that call. So the Infernal Dragon should actually be pretty okay. Wysik resetting for it right now. Looks like the Nautilus could also reset for it right now. He has that teleport available. Lewis just trying to shove him in. Lewis wants to make sure to have some sort of prior for it. But actually, wait, Varian is just actually going to start it up solo. Wysik is coming off of the reset. And I guess they're just going to utilize this prio, but okay, they're starting it up. Lewis is actually very low. Now, it is 10 minutes. I guess Kako's... Oh, you know what? Actually, this is something I'm not considering because we are on 13:10. This is something I'm not considering at all. Kakos does have the unsealed teleport at minute 10. There's actually no way for KSK to contest this type of a dragon. If Nautilus would end up teleporting... Like, it's weird that I'm considering this for Nautilus, but for some reason I'm blanking that the top laner can also it's really weird. That is a really weird thing that's happening in my head there. Oh my lord! Almost a blunder, but they do manage to salvage it as okay, Nautilus now is gonna stun the Viego. He does end up getting pulled in, and he did not flash away yet as he does hook the wall, but he's gonna get brought down anyway. Flash is just too late. And I don't know why he opted to play it that way. If he just flashed into his red side jungle and then tried to retreat that way, I think that would have been a fine escape path. But Swain, yet again, getting another kill. Cassante now looking to hijack. That was a 2-for-1. Oh my god. And Yuumi not abandoning her owner is now going to be brought down immediately afterwards. I think that Yuumi actually should have hopped off as soon as... Wow, she almost actually got it. She almost managed to trade the kill back onto Zeri, which would have been quite nice. Take a look at the replay down here in bottom. So they're forgetting that Cassante can just come in. The Swain also lands the slow. They get the turret plate. Take a look right here. Yuumi should have demounted off of the Ezreal immediately and just ran for the hills at that point. Adi does end up flashing here. Yuumi does go for the kill. Almost ends up getting it with that prowling projectile. Very, 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 very close. But no cigar in the end. 2,000 gold lead for Team KSK. Even on dragons, they do have that Infernal Dragon as well. Cull now completed for the Zeri. She does have the Trinity Force. There's the Abyssal Mask now on the Nautilus. Blade of the Ruined King completed for the Viego. Kale with the Nashor's Tooth. Cull now. Gonna be the next item of choice. Oh, not next item of choice, but it's just gonna be the next one that's completed anyways. True Toot. Gonna end up completing this on, I think, this wave. Or no, actually, he's gonna need 2 more waves to complete it. Does have the Nashor's Tooth. Still no Zerker Greaves yet. Up there in top lane. 2,000 gold is remaining pretty static as the gold advantage. So not really anything too crazy to worry about. There's the Mandate on Nami as her first item. Yuumi trying to power into the new item as well. And finally, there it is. The Echoes is now completed for the Yuumi. And it looks like Drew 2 underneath the turret. I don't think, yeah, he's not going to be able to, I think, clear this wave. He ults. That is a very early ultimate. It will save a lot of his HP. He's going to flash out. The turret's going to go down. Wysick goes in. Very early ult, and he's doing that to save a lot of his HP during this fight. So let's take a look at how it transpires. So he doesn't want to get hit by the stun from Viego. So he sees Viego there holding the W. So he starts his ultimate preemptively. And then Viego uses the Heartbreaker out. And Wysick does not check the turret HP when he goes back in as Vi. I think he thinks that the turret has a lot more HP on it. And so Wysick just goes down. He ends up dying. And it just looks like Team KSK, they're very far ahead. There's also no answer to this Swain in this spot. The Nautilus is really causing quite a bit of problems here in this game. He's not really providing any sort of value because there's no burst follow-up with the Nautilus. When you're picking Nautilus in competitive, there has to be a reason to have his ultimate available. There has to be a reason to have his Q and his immediate follow-up burst on your team. And obviously, this team composition just does not have it, which is really why in the draft, when we're highlighting the R4 Nautilus, we really say that it really just starts to go to shit there. Because then the Swain ends up getting Giga rewarded against not only the Vi, but also the Nautilus. It's a really free laning phase, really good free scaling. And now Mountain Dragon, the most broken Drake in the entire fucking game, is going to be coming up in just a second. And it looks like Varian, he's going to be right on top of that. Starting it up immediately. They end up getting a kill onto Nami. Mountain still hasn't been taken yet. And now, Nautilus, he does have the teleport available. So he would be able to actually TP to a fight. Swain getting some good value there with the W. Drew 2 is level 11. Looks like actually they're getting some real good damage. Drew 2. All right, Yumi now. Oh, Drew 2. He's got some moves. Manages to dodge. Prowling projectile. Swain very low. When they bring in Nautilus, they should actually be able to win this Mountain Dragon. This is a very big victory for Team Drew 2. No bias, by the way. Teleport available for Swain. They are actually calling in the teleport, it seems like. W is going down there, and here comes the teleport from Nautilus. I don't know why it's actually so late. This is very confusing. Flame coming in from Zeri. Deathless zoned out on the left-hand side. Nautilus actually going to be a little bit late as VYS, the absolute prodigy from Poland, going to manage to secure that with the exquisite itemization aiding him in the burst of that dragon. Amazing primal smite there. My lord. Deathless going to eventually be brought down there. It is going to go over to the Nami. Nautilus going to do a very poor flash again, not into the Raptor Pit. That's going to be 3 kills going over to Team KSK in one of the worst follow-ups to a Dragon Secure I have seen in a really, really long time. Since Spring Split LCS has ended. So, 4 minutes until the next mountain comes up. They do pick that one up, but 6,000 gold deficit. Now, let's take a look at this replay here. Viego is on the dragon. You see Nautilus right-hand side. Ends up R-ing onto the Swain. He has the Abyssal Mask. He's very tanky. Drew 2 comes in off of the teleport, and then you can just see Nautilus not respecting the teleport from the Cassante. Drew 2 doing a lot of damage there on the right-hand side. Meanwhile, at the other end of the river, Nami ends up getting picked up there. Drew 2 trying to do what he can, and immediately KSK, they could have just started the Mountain Dragon, but instead they chase into mid, they look for mid prio, and in response, Drew 2 able to dish out a lot of damage there onto the Swain. They regain control of mid and of Dragon, but then Nautilus, after he respawns, doesn't immediately teleport down into river. Because Nautilus should TP into river and then go to bot lane. And then Drew 2, after the end of this fight, should probably recall, and Drew 2 goes up to top lane. Would likely just be the development of the lane response. But because of how disorganized their lane assignments were and the delay of the Nautilus teleport, it allowed Team KSK to get a really, really good flank that they should not have been able to have. And now the game, I mean, the gold lead is just overwhelming right now. Lewis taking quite a bit of damage. Drew 2 trying to do whatever he can, and Drew 2. Wait, that's not even Drew 2. What is wrong with me? Wait. I'm fucking blind. I'm fucking blind. I literally. I'm seeing things. Schizo. Wait. Wait, that's not Drew 2. Why does it Drew 2? What is going on? I saw wings. I saw wings, and then I just immediately think Kale, even though it's Swain in altered form. Okay. I don't even know what's going on. Okay. Yeah, I know, Drew. I know. Thank you, Joe. Drew 2 was down bottom. I know. We were just looking at Drew 2, and then we immediately go up to top. Schizo. All right, it's fine. It's fine. All right. Drew 2 actually looking for a solo kill onto Audi. I don't know why. I mean, he's probably feeling like he needs to do this. He actually almost did have... I mean, he does get the shutdown. He does get the shutdown, so it is worth. It is a 1-for-1, and it is worth. Gold lead now is only at 5,000. Drew 2 does manage to pick up the Rift Maker. The other thing is that I guess that you could assume that Drew 2's team composition is expected to be behind in gold due to the dynamic of the lanes. But 5,000 is definitely not the type of gold deficit that you would expect them to be in. Drew 2 trying his best to get as quickly to level 16 as possible. Does ding level 14. And so at that point, I mean, he is what? He's about 10 minion waves away, 12 minion waves away. He's 12 minion waves away from being able to get level 16. 12? 10? 10. 10. 10 minion waves. Your two down and bottom. And it just looks like Baron gonna go over to the blue team completely for free. And Drew trying his best to just get this turret. That's gonna be the tier 2 turret gold going on to Drew. He is gonna get that objective bounty as well. And so right now, not the end of the world. Teleport now being used on top lane. They're just trying to allocate as much EXP as they possibly can to the Kayle. They want to get her to 16. Now, another thing that they can also do here, nice little exhaust there onto Audi. The other thing that they're trying to do is I think they're just trying to eat all of the minion waves so that the Baron doesn't have as much effectiveness. And they're also giving all of the bounty gold to Drew. They're trying to make Drew Thanos. And really, this is a pretty big blunder by Team KSK to not have someone just escorting a Baron minion wave in response to what Drew's doing. He dings 15. He is very, very close, guys. He's very close. He's about 5 minion waves away from 16. Gonna start recalling. Let's see what his next item of choice is actually going to be. There's the Evan Shroud on the Nautilus. And it looks like Rabadon's Death Cap. Drew is going to put on his robe and wizard's hat when he hits 16. Mid inhibitor is exposed. There's the echoes as well on the Nami. I like the fact that she did not upgrade any of her boots. And they need to leave Drew proximity. They need to leave Drew proximity for the experience. They're actually still sharing the XP. Okay. Drew very, very close to 16. He's halfway there. Halfway. So he needs what does he need? He needs 840 EXP. 890? 890 EXP. 890 EXP. He needs 2.5 minion waves. Oh, man. It looks like they're going to end up losing 2 of the inhibitor turrets. Could this be the end of the game if Team VYS isn't patient and they actually elect to engage right now? This could be it. But no, it does look like Team KSK, they are going to back off. Sharing the XP at this point is totally fine right now. You can see Kale's EXP bar, bottom left of the screen. Waiting for that 16. Drew also very close to that Rabadon's Death Cap. Oh, beautiful. 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 There it is. There it is. There it is. Oh, my lord. All of us watching this EXP bar right now. All of us just waiting for that bar to move. Eventually going to ding 16. Oh my lord. And it has finally happened. All right, so Drew now level 16 also has the 1100 gold. Gonna be able to get that Rabadon's Death Cap. All right. 6,000 gold lead. Right now. But as the game timer continues to increase, the gold lead will start to mean less and less. Kale's value in this game is very strong, but the problem is her range is one of the things that is going to be a little bit problematic. She is always going to be within the grasp of the Swain with that Rylai's. It's always going to be very scary. There's a lot of high mobility on the enemy team composition. Being able to get on top of her, dog her down. Is full AP, does have that utility. It's going to be up to her and Ezreal inside of the team fights. That Abyssal Mask also going to be helping out Kale quite a lot. And there's the Nami ultimate. It is going to end up going wide. And it looks like Yuumi is going to be attached to Kale. And I wonder if Kale is Yumi's best friend right now. No, it looks like Ezreal is, right? The icon? I actually don't know how this works. I don't know how Yumi's best friend icon works. I'm not sure how Yuumi tells who her best friend is. Or how, like, Yuumi can make her best friend. Source, okay. While their bond is strong, Yuumi forms a special bond with one of her teammates. While their bond is strong, how... Okay. How does she make Kale her best friend? I don't know. All right. I'm not sure exactly how she does that, but it's fine. All right. At this stage of the game, Void Staff, almost going to be completed for the Kale. Is just going pure glass cannon. 6,000 gold deficit is just holding pretty steady. Because here they're all coming in here. Oh my lord, can Wysick, the absolute phenom, can he do it? Can he find the opening? Oh, wait, they're going on to Kakos right now. Kale looking for some free deal. Wysick gets into the pit, fails the smite. Tries to even flash out. That's going to be a possession that is going to go the way. Drutu trying to do whatever he possibly can, but again, there's so much mobility on this team composition. They are dogging them down as there is... Okay, that was a very weird possession, and Team KSK are going to run over Team VYS. That is going to be a 3-1 victory. And that is going to mean that Team KSK goes on to the finals, I do believe. Now, let me actually take a look at the bracket one more time. Let me look at the bracket. So the bracket is... okay. Okay. So... Okay, so tomorrow... So tomorrow is Team Drutut versus Team Ribson, right? Team Zayu and Ribson is tomorrow's game. Okay. So Team